In this daily drop, I'm going to be talking about some legacy content on the channel and stuff that I think might be worth taking a look at. So let's go. All right, everybody. Here it is. If you saw the ugly shirt episode, which was yesterday's episode on Christmas Eve 2024, this is the latest acquisition in the ugly sweater category. We actually went out with some family and friends yesterday to a winery in the area, and it was an ugly sweater contest. I do have another ugly sweater. It's much uglier than this. I don't know where it is, and hence this new one, but I actually think that this has me vibes when it comes to the fact that it's definitely feeling a little 8-bit. It's got some 80s stuff going on, and, you know, would Santa be wearing glasses like this if it wasn't the 80s? I don't think so. All right, so I don't know if I'm wearing this thing through the end of the year for the rest of these episodes, but as I mentioned in yesterday's daily drop, what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this year are episodes having to do with legacy content that I like, that I think might be worth a watch. You may have seen it, you may not have seen it, and what I'm going to talk about today, and I will link to in the description, are two episodes. They weren't back-to-back. I believe they were episodes 34 and 37 of the Daily Drop, and it was a DIY or do-it-yourself project where I went to the local, in my case, Lowe's, Home Depot, you know, could be B&Q if you're in the UK, and picked up a 4x8, white on one side, silver on the other. Not every place that you go to is going to have that. And essentially what I do in the first episode is I go to the home improvement store and I source and talk about how I'm taking this 4-foot by 8-foot piece, breaking it down into two 4x4s, and then scoring and setting it up for that. And then next episode, a few days later, where you see a part 2, along with the results of one setup and how you can use this 4x4, which breaks down to a 2x4 and can easily fit into your vehicle. So I think they're worth a watch. If you haven't seen them, they're definitely worth a watch. And it really talks to the, at least for me, concept of traveling somewhere for production and then having to source certain things that are not easy to travel with. Now, when it comes to things like C-stands and sandbags and stuff like that, that's stuff that you're probably going to have to source locally. But something like this can be built very easily, very quickly, with very little money and very little time and effort. And you can get to the finish line with that. So I would check it out. Other than that, don't forget to, and I'll see you on the next episode of The Daily Drop.